Hey y'all, we are doing our painting today. Hold on, guys. Let me see if the sound is okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás? One minute, y'all. 1 minute, y'all. So at the 10-minute mark, y'all, we're going to be talking about one, the perfume of the day, and two, we're going to be talking about movie night, Love Island movie night. We are burning champagne toast. We're burning our champagne toast, white barn candle, which really I should not be giving y'all all that goodness, but we're gonna let it rock today. It's one of my favorite scents. Okay, we got a little purple on deck again at the 10-minute mark. We got our little globe in the bag. I got the Jackson 5. Okay, I got the Jackson 5 in the background. That's my record. Now, Clock T, I bought that record before the movie hit, y'all. I bought that record before the movie hit. So it just kind of worked out that way for me, you know? All right. So I am super excited to talk about. Let me make sure my sound is up. Can y'all hear me? So I am super excited to talk about. Let me make sure my sound is up. Can y'all hear me? Okay. I am so super excited to talk about Love Island. Love Island movie night because baby, it was a hot mess. So again, at the 10-minute mark, let me make sure this volume is good. Can y'all hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2. What's going on, babies? Let's get this paint going. We're gonna get the paint in the in our palette here. I cannot. Like that movie night was so okay. Of course, we are past movie night. We are, and that's okay. We're past it. Oh, I didn't want that much. I did not want that much, but okay. Okay, it's all right. Hey, Aphasis. Apashish. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I just got paint all over my hand here. So yes, the movie night was crazy. One, yes, we're gonna talk about the movie night and we're gonna talk about the recoupling. Pink and orange. Okay. Um, I'm gonna show y'all what we are. Hey, Sema. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce some of these names y'all got going today. No offense. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Make sure you thumbs up the live and hit the subscribe. I appreciate you in advance. It is free to you. It's free to me, baby. It's free. It's a no obligation situation. We are going to put a little orange on the scene. We are going to put a little yellow on the scene. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Yes, I forgot today was the 4th. It's not really my holiday, but it is what it is. Hope everybody's enjoying their 4th. The 4th landed on a weekend. Landed on a weekend this year. What are you guys doing? What do you got planned? Anybody out barbecuing or anything? I don't know if I need pink, but just gonna give it a little 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that blue is dark. I don't think I used that blue last time. All right, welcome in, welcome in. I am Rain Purple Wine, aka Snugglepuss. And you are on the perfume playground. Here we talk about perfume, but we do other things, of course. Barbecue and swimming later. Okay, Gabby, what's up, Gabby? Um, so what other colors? We got yellow, we got pink, we got orange. I pour way too much green. We got blue, purple, red. Oh, and they got these glitter colors I wanted to try. I don't know if they'll be any good, but we're gonna see. Getting paint everywhere. Now that's a glitter green. We're gonna give that a go. I probably should have put that in with there, but anyways. Anyways, we are burning the champagne toast. The 10-minute mark, we're gonna talk about our perfume of the day, and we're gonna talk about Love Island. This is what we're painting today. Looks like a fish kind of jumping like out of the water. He's just the tail is out of the water here. Here is the water splashing up, going over. So of course we're probably going to use a lot of blue, some greens. I'm not sure what color. May do the fish tail like an orangey red, something of that nature. Haven't decided yet. We just gonna go and flow and vibe out. Welcome in, welcome in. Take your shoes off, get comfortable. We may be here for a while, don't know. Not sure yet. Not sure, depending on how I feel, how the live is going. I'm getting paint everywhere. That's okay. Again, we're burning Champagne Toast by White Barn. Also, Bath and Body Works. It's the same company. Or sister company or whatever. So those are all the colors. Oh, and there's another color here. I don't put too much green in there though. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Jeffrey. Wait. I don't know if I like that name, honey. What is that name giving? All right, so let's make sure everything is in frame so you guys can actually see me painting what I'm painting. All right, let's have a peaceful live today, please. Okay, I think I want my paints over here, actually. Here we go. Yes, honey. All right. Okay, so 10-minute mark, we're almost there. So we're just gonna start with the paints. Actually, let's do the perfume of the day. The perfume of the day is our little angel. Look how cute she is. This is a Pop Electric Harajuku lover. The Harajuku lovers are discontinued. Sometimes you'll be able to find them around. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. As you can see, it says Harajuku lovers, little angel. Okay, the body comes off, and then you're just left with the spray. This smells like, it's not one I use because I just get these. I collect them. Like if I can find them, then I collect them. It smells like pineapples though. It doesn't stink. I decided to pick it up today because it was blue. but it smells good. It smells like a fragrant pineapple. I like it. I like it. I do like it. I don't know about the longevity because again, like I don't wear these for the actual fragrance. I just like the bottles. I think they're cute and interesting. So if you guys have any Harajuku levels in your collection, comment down below. That is our POD. Now we're gonna jump in to our painting. Yay! Oh, I have no napkins. Hold on. Let me get a paper towel because I like to dab off the excess on a paper towel. One moment, please. And I have this song stuck in my head. I have this song stuck in my head, so I probably will be humming it. This Lauren Hill song is just like embedded in my brain. All right, I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk about Love Island. Oh my god, Love Island, y'all. All right, let's start with the water, maybe. See if this blue is given. And I don't know if I should, like, what should I do? Let's do this blue and then maybe do a darker blue. But anyways, we just gonna freestyle. But anyways, you don't have any Harajuku lovers? Well, they're not that easy to find, but if you're lucky to find one, they're pretty cool. They all smell pretty sweet or fruity or something like that. They don't have any that are like non-agreeable. So man, I don't know how this is gonna come out because again, I don't have no white. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna see if that green color would look cute on the bottom there. Okay, so Love Island. Let's get into the Love Island. First of all, let's talk about movie night. What I don't like about the movie night was the girls were not being fair to the boys. I feel like there was definitely a double standard when it came to the boys. Um, they call it, what do they call it? Uh, experimenting, not experiment, exploring new people. When it came to the girls exploring new people, it's I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay, Sincere did his big one. Sincere, he's been exploring like a mug. Like his level of exploring, I don't think is necessary because he truthfully and honestly already explored with Soul. Okay, he had his 1 2 1 2 1 with Soul, and I think that was enough to test the connection and to see, okay, we made it through Soul. I still picked you after Soul, and I still want to be with you, even though I explored this, lovely young lady or whatever. For Casa, we all know when they go to Casa, they act a fool. They do want to do more in Casa for sure. They want to test the waters in Casa, and that is the time you should be testing the water in Casa. That's what the Casa girls are there for. But the Casa girls are also trying to get back to the villa. They have to understand that as well. The Casa girls are trying to get back to the villa as well. This look a mess. But anyways, hopefully we can make it pretty. I'm gonna see what this green color do right here. Okay, that's pretty. We're gonna put that in the middle. But anyways, um, what was I saying? Yeah, so Sincere experimented again or explored again with Amora. I frankly knew Amora was not going to make it back into the island, with Sincere saying, "Yes, I choose you." I knew that he was going to go back to Melanie. I do think he also used it as a hall pass to explore and then be like, "Oh, but I really want Melanie." You know? So, I don't know. I just think he do a little bit too much, and at this point, Melanie should be looking for another partner. That is my honest opinion. I think Melanie should cut all ties. Yes, we can be friends, but you move. I don't like the way you move, and that's okay to say. Like, okay, it was looking like you liked me, but I don't think anybody that likes me would put me through such turmoil. Like he is really putting her through the ringer, and I don't think that's fair. Like she said, I spent the whole summer crying. Homegirl's spending like the whole summer crying. But who is really doing it? Who really wants nobody wants to do that. So I'm sorry, my eyes are itching. So yeah, I don't think he is doing what he could possibly doing. I know it looks a little sloppy in here, but that's okay because we're gonna go in and fill it in with the green. It looks really good. Okay, so now when Sincere did his little mess in Casa, they didn't really give him too much hell. And I think, well, Melanie gave him hell, which is his partner, but the other girls didn't give him that much hell, and I feel that's because they, befriended him. When KC did his dirt in Casa, which wasn't even dirt, he just found a stronger connection with TT, and I'm happy for him. Like he even admitted it in Casa. He said, "Oh, I'm more attracted to TT," which is fine. I just think when he was in the villa, he should have been telling old girl, like, "Look, this is not working out for me. Maybe we should just, go our separate ways." But I do feel like he had to do a lot of reassuring, like way too much reassuring for one human being. And that could become all exhausting, you know, that you just have to continuously pour into somebody, and they are not seeing their worth or their beauty or whatever. And yeah, that's what it was given. Like, girl, how many times he got to tell you or whatever? It was like she wasn't believing the stuff herself. So yes, I was glad that he found TT. And he also stated he didn't want to argue. All Anaya want to do is argue. Like, girl, nobody wants to argue with you. And they too young for that. Like, they're just too young to argue and like be arguing like old couples. And that's why he had referenced her as a grandma. Because maybe he just felt like tied down and she was I had already said that in my other video. She was a little bit too serious for him. Um, so yeah, I didn't like how she blew up on him, telling him to sit down. But girl, you standing up too. So you sit down too. You sit down too. And then she comes back later and apologizes for standing up, talking about it was disrespectful. Right. So treat people how you want to be treated is what it's given. Um So yeah, I just think she is very butthurt. She's super embarrassed because I mean, who wouldn't be embarrassed in that situation? It is a very embarrassing situation to think that you have this connection and then poof, you don't have it anymore. But honestly, she should have pulled a Kenzie because as soon as Kenzie saw Corbin doing his 1-2, doing his thing, she was like, I'm out. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Everybody kept saying, Anaya, you're Delulu. Everybody kept saying it. She didn't want to listen. So again, you people be playing themselves on national TV. I don't know why they be doing that on on TV like that because you're not about to play in my face and then I'm just gonna be waiting for you to come home or come back. Like, what? That sounds crazy. And I'm watching you and I have the evidence of you doing this. And I actually have the evidence on video, pictures, all these things of you doing your thing. And I'm just gonna be waiting for you at home. No, not happening. So yeah, again, I think people just play themselves thinking they're untouchable or I don't know what she thought. I don't know what she thought. She thought she was untouchable, untouchable. That's what she thought, honey. No. But they trying to give KC a bad rep. Like, oh, you switched up after 3 weeks. In the grand scheme of things, 3 weeks ain't nothing. 3 weeks is not a lot of time. That's not even a month. He wasn't in love. He never professed love to Anaya. So I think he was justified in his Casa switch up. So yeah, they ate him up. The girls like really went in on him, yelling at him, screaming at him, and I just thought that was real ugly because he found a deeper connection. That's what you're supposed to do. Hello. If you find a deeper connection, that's the connection you're supposed to go with, not play it safe with the chick that you've been with. I don't know what this is given. I think the dark really just may have to go in with a little bit more dark. But anyways, we may have messed this one up. We don't know. Trying to make it a little pretty. So yeah, they just went in on Casey. I thought that was not right. They went in on Corbin. Corbin couldn't even talk. He said it's just not even worth it to talk. Um, and then when they saw Kenzie, Miss Kenzie doing her thing, which Kenzie, I'm sorry, baby, you was looking like a hoe, like a big old fat hoe. I'm sorry, you were just looking like a hoe. You went from Caleb to Corbin to Gall to the other guy that he ended up with, and I only think she ended up with him because she was embarrassed after movie night. And he was so hurt, he was crying like a little girl. So she didn't really have a choice but to pick a side. At that point, she just had to pick a side, and she ended up with old boy with the brown hair. I forget his name. What's his name? I do feel like she would have continued to. I feel like she would have continued to explore had they not had that movie night. She was going to keep going back and forth because she kept saying, "Oh, Gaul, I could see myself with Gaul." Even at the expense of her friend, even at the expense of her friend Jen, she was saying, I could see myself with Gaul outside of here. Like, how are you viewing a life with all these people? There's no way you could see a life with everybody that you talk to, you know, outside of here. I don't know if we're going to make this green. I guess we'll make it the glitter green. So I don't know. Kenzie, I think, is a little confused. Um, I think she did want Corbin, and when Corbin kind of broke her heart, she went a little rogue. But I think she was smart in not putting all her eggs in Corbin's basket. Because why are you doing that? You know, like, I'm sorry, I just stuffy all of a sudden. But yeah, I think she was smart in not putting her eggs, all of her eggs, in Corbin's basket. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to Go. I'm gonna talk to um the guy with the brown hair. Why I can't remember his name. He's really sweet. He's really nice. He has curly brown hair. But anyways, the girls did not jump on her. Yeah, Anaya was like, "Yeah, it looks bad or whatever. It looks really bad." They told her, but they told her in a respectful manner. They didn't like do her how they did. Um, is this part of the fish right here? They didn't do her how they did Casey. They ripped Casey a new one. They ripped Casey a new one. You understand? And I didn't like that because I don't think he deserved to be ganged up on when he was just like I said, we, this is looking a little sloppy, but so basically Kenzie was the female version of Sincere. Okay, she's had multiple connections. Kenzie's had 4 connections so far. That's more than anybody in the villa. So when it came time to vote, Tay was trying to vote her little ass out. Even her friends was trying to vote her out, which they were like, "Nah, you're just exploring to explore. You just." I think she was just feeding her ego, her ego, honestly. And I think Sincere does the same. They feed their egos. Excuse me. It's not about the other person at all. They just feed in egos. Let's see if I could put a little green in here, like real green. Let's see. I don't know why I did that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, let's put that glitter green back on top. So yeah, they were just feeding their egos like, "Oh, I got this one interested in me. I got this one interested and this one's interested and oh, he's hot and oh, she's hot, whatever, whatever." But honestly, I don't know. I think like I said, they just was feeding their egos and getting hall passes. Kenzie did need to look for another connection after she saw Corbin doing his thing, which is what Melanie should have done, is just find another connection. She did have a connection with Corey, and I think she should have just continued to explore that because he was nice, he was sweet, and like all the Casa men was saying, girl, you could do better. Even Parmita said it when they did the challenge or the whatever it was last night when they had to vote each other off because they voted off 5 people last night. 5 people got voted off the island last night. And when they did those 5 people, Parmita said to Melanie, "Girl, you deserve so much better," which I thought was crazy work because um Anaya was pushing her towards Sincere, knowing Sincere had basically screwed her over not once but twice. Baby, how many times we gonna go through it? You know? Like the rule of thumb is you can do your 1 2 1 2 in the challenges. It's okay to kiss and do what you have to do for the challenges, right? That's legal. Any type of kissing, cuddling, fondling, whatever outside of the challenges is not a proper move. That's Villa 101. Okay? That's it. Like, that's just how it goes in the villa. So, the people that are doing things outside of challenges are being disrespectful to their current couple. Like, if you were in the real world and you were in a couple, you wouldn't then go off and kiss somebody else. I'm not understanding why they're not applying that same logic, you know, to the villa. Because why would you do that? That makes you look like a HOE. And I'm sorry, Kenzie was given HOE, Sincere is given HOE, and that's okay. And maybe they want to be those HOEs, that's fine. But you can't hang on to somebody else and still play that role, you know? I'm gonna try to make this middle part yellow. I think this part is supposed to be water. And that's just supposed to be the fish, and that is sun. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now this is giving more mermaid tail. I don't know. We're just gonna make it do what it do, honey. Yeah, hope for the best. I am not an artiste. Do not try to come for me in these comments talking about what I shoulda, coulda did on this painting. It's not that big of a deal. I get these from the Dollar Tree. No, no biggie, okay? I'm trying to make it look as cute as possible, but if I can't, it's whatever. So we're gonna make this a little orange and maybe make the bottom pink. I don't know because we'll see. I don't have the best paint. But anyways, where was I? So Parmita was like, "Girl, your you deserve better. You deserve better." And Parmita is right. And I think that's what her friends, her so-called friends, should have been saying instead of trying to get her to stay with whatchamacallit. And Melanie's exact words was, "That is what a good friend would tell me." Mm. Clock T. She said that is what a good friend would tell me. And they immediately put the camera on Anaya looking stupid. Because Anaya was not singing that song. Anaya was saying, "Oh, I'm Team Sincere. We want you to be with Sincere. La 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 la." She wasn't seeing what was best for Melanie. And I do think what's best for Melanie is for Melanie to leave Sincere the hell alone. Cause you only gonna get one chance to explore. And even with that exploration that he did with Soul, he could have did a little less. It's one thing to talk about somebody and talk to somebody and get to know them. That's fine. But when you start kissing and cuddling and doing all that extra stuff and making them feel like they have a chance with you, that's when it becomes wrong. So they have to establish the rules of what they're going to allow in their couple. Like, these are the rules. If you break the rules, just know, huh, these are the boundaries. And if you break this boundary, that's it. It's a wrap. You can expect me to move on. We don't even have to have a conversation about it. We're having a conversation about it now. I told you the rules of engagement. You can follow said rules or you can kick rocks. Okay? Why is this part right here? So I think that's where they mess up at because they don't lay down those fundamental boundaries that they would like in their couple. You gotta lay down the law, baby, okay? Because honestly, once you go put your lips on somebody else, baby, don't even try. Don't even try. After that, you contaminated. In my mind, you contaminated. You're contaminated. I'm not gonna want you. I'm not gonna want to look at you. You're just damaged goods at that point. That's just me personally. Once you've put your mouth and decided to put your mouth on somebody else and kiss somebody else, knowing that you was just kissing me, oh yeah, you it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You damaged. You damaged goods. And we don't have anything else to talk about at that point. Let me put this back down. We don't have anything else to talk about at that point. So I feel like the boys did not, and some of the girls did not respect that about their partner. Because Kenzie was, like I said, she was just giving it up. Them girls be giving it out. That's what Kenzie was doing, just giving it out. Sorry, bookity book. I'm just gonna call it how I see it. You was a little bit too easy, baby, with your mouth. And reportedly French fries in the bed, which we're not gonna go over. You need to watch the show to find out what French fries are. But she was doing French fries in the bed too, so you looking real loose. Thou are loose. Let me stop. But yeah, that's what it's giving. It's giving that for sincere too. It's giving he doesn't know how to control his, you know, his self. Um, and he is guided by lust. And then the girl, this would trip me out. So when they were doing the basically picking the couples off, which I know America is gonna come back. America is gonna come back and vote, baby, and they're gonna vote sincere off. They're gonna vote sincere off, and Melanie is going to suffer. That is my prediction for Sunday. They are going to vote sincere off for his he truly has been lustful for his lustful ways. It's definitely going to be between Melanie and it's going to be between Melanie and Kenzie. I'm sorry, it's going to be between Kenzie and Sincere that they want off the island. Yep. That is my prediction for Sunday cuz I think they're going to do America has to vote. America has to come in and vote and say who they think is the best couple. And I think Kenzie and her couple is going to be in the bottom, and Sincere and Melanie are going to be in the bottom, and that's going to be for the United States. And I also think when the groups were voting, they were voting for their friends. That's why they have to have America come in and make it right because they know good and goddamn well Anaya and Caro are a new couple. So they kept saying, oh, Gull and Amora, they're new. So is Anaya and Caro. So is Anaya and Carl. They may have what, 3 extra days that Gull and Amora didn't have? Whoop de doo. They still new too. They still just got into that couple. So is Chase. I'm sorry, Chase. So is Casey and Titi. They're fairly new. Amora and I'm saying Parmita and Corbin are new as well. So we can't. Oh, y'all knew, but they literally did just get together. But so did Anaya. Then I didn't think that was fair. I think they were just picking on them too because they were Casa. They were both Casa people. They was like, oh, it's an easy decision, we're both kinds of people, but I think America is going to even the score. America going to come through and even the score. We need some more of this. America is going to come through and even the score and um make it fair because I don't think they have made it fair. Melanie and oh boy, I'm sorry, they probably should have went home last night. But they were spared because they was doing that friendship stuff. For sure. I don't know how this is looking right now. I'm not really feeling it. I got to see what I can do to make it more eye appealing for me because right now it is not. Right now it is not giving what I needed to give. I'm just trying to work on this perimeter area right here. So yeah, the vote was not, I didn't think the vote was fair. Is this the water part or we're gonna make this yellow? I think this is water too. We're just gonna make it light water though. So yeah, I didn't think the vote was very fair at all. So yeah, movie night was horrific. Movie night was crazy. The only actual girlfriend and boyfriend couple they had is Trinity and is it Tyler? Oh, I don't want to call him Tyler. The blonde haired boy that she been with, Trinity's couple. I honestly, I don't even know how they committed to each other because that don't seem like it seemed like she's just looking to secure her spot, basically. I don't know if she actually liked this man. I don't know. They be acting like they like each other. But that was a very slow burn. Um, and maybe over time she did um, actually develop some feelings for that man, but they just seem like the most strangest couple. I'm sorry, they do. But he's strange, so and maybe that's what I'm picking up on. Um, we're gonna make this trim yellow. So I don't know. I don't see it, but I never saw it with them. For me, it's not like it's a safety, it's a friendship couple, which last year a friendship couple did win, which is crazy. And as you can see, they not together no more. So sometimes they do come in, form these alliances. Maybe his British boy told him, "Hey, she's your safest bet. She doesn't look like she's gonna go anywhere." That kind of thing. You know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. It just don't seem like a genuine, like loving couple. I mean, they cute, but I don't know. It's just something weird about that couple. To me. Let's see if we can put some green on that because that looks crazy to me. But they have been questioned before. KC had questioned their connection, which I thought that looks horrible. I don't know how we gonna make that right. So we do have some red. Let's put some. I have no purple in here. That's crazy. Maybe I can outline that in purple, but I think that would just mess it up. Let me see if I can put some purple here. Not really, but Little Mermaid tail. Little Mermaid tail action. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little splash of color. And then I have some this I have some more glitter here. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't mix with the green. I poured out all that green and didn't even need it. Ooh. Let's see if that looks good on the red. Yeah, so I don't know. I just know if America does have to vote, it's gonna if America has to vote, like I said, sincere if America is playing fair, Sincere and Kenzie's couple is on the chopping block for sure. If they want to act like These people should stay up in there after after you done broke that girl heart 50 million times. Broke the girl heart 50 million times. She crying all over the place. Like, it's a bit much. I don't think I've ever seen a Love Island that has been this emotional. This is like the most emotions I have ever seen on Love Island. Like, I don't know what it is. I want to clean up these parts. Hopefully I can go over them in yellow. If I can't go over them in yellow, maybe I should go over them in purple. A darker color that would kind of mask all of that. Um, we'll just try to trim it in purple. I don't know. Right now it's just hit or miss. Or maybe I should trim it in orange. You don't say. I just know I don't like it. Let's try to go over it again in yellow and see. If I can't, I'm gonna try to. Nah, that's not gonna work. It's not dark enough. All right, we need a dark color. So yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, it worked a little, but deep in my heart. And that other glitter didn't work worth a damn. All right, I'm gonna try a purple and see. But then I gotta be really super neat with that purple, and I don't think I want to do that. Maybe we'll trim it in green. I don't know how I want to trim it. This part I trimmed in that green, but this part I need a darker color, so I think I'm gonna trim it in purple. But anyways, I'm not really feeling this one as much as I was feeling the other one. Like I really like the other one. I need a smaller brush. Let's see if I can trim it. So yeah, it's up to America to come and make make it fair again because right now I don't think they're being fair. They're just voting for their friends. And yeah, America has already tried to split Melanie up from Sincere, and they were stupid enough to go back to themselves. I mean, go back. That just made a brown color. They were stupid enough to go back to each other after America had already tried to um, split them up. They tried to split them up, paired her with Corbin, and she still chose to fucking Sincere like an idiot. So she can only blame herself for part of that as well because America saw things that you didn't see and was trying to give you another guy, but you wasn't feeling it. You didn't want that. I don't know how that looks. Made it kind of brownish up here. Let's see. Well, this is the best we gonna get with this one. I don't know. It's mm, color schemes were weird on this. You know, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, then I put more yellow in there. I don't know why I did that, but anyways, this is what it's giving. I don't really like it. It's not pretty to me. it just looks okay. It's not my best work, I guess. Let me see if I could try to dazzle it up a little. But yes, I am excited about Sunday. We do have after Sunday night, but after Sun does reveal certain things. But wait, y'all check how Amora basically threw Jen under the bus. But this is my thing about Jen. Jen should have never brought back Gaul because Gaul was already kind of giving signs. Hey, honey, I don't Sanskrit writing. Hello. Gaul was already giving signs that he wanted to be with Kenzie. So for me, it was like, honey, you know? And after Kenzie's movie night, her couple should have been done. I wouldn't even want to talk to her. Like, girl, you gonna do the same thing to me. They so worried about KC doing the same thing. To TT, they need to be worried about Kenzie doing the same thing to people because she already has repeated herself. She telling everybody and their mama or everybody and their daddy, oh, I can see a life outside the villa with you. I'm like, girl, no, you can't. I don't think I should have did that outline purple. I don't know. We kind of messed this one up, but it is what it is. It was still fun doing it, guys. Um, I am going to get out of here. Make sure you guys comment down below if you like the painting better or you like the coloring better. We're probably going to go back to the coloring. The coloring is a little bit more forgiving than this paint, honey. I gotta really concentrate with this paint. But anyways, I might be on a little later to do some fireworks. I don't know. I may or may not. We'll see how I feel. But yes, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for those that have commented. Remember, our perfume of the day is Little Angel, Harajuku lovers. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.